So is it better to be out here in these streets and in the game, or is it better to actually be married? I've been having this conversation with some of the other, I'll just say the prospector brothers out there. And one thing I often hear guys say, man, I'm so glad I'm not out there in these streets because these women are this or these women are that. And they feel good. And to say that all this crazy stuff, whether we're talking about stuff they didn't heard on Kevin Samuels, Pop the Balloon, whatever, they say, I'm glad I don't have to deal with women like that. And then, of course, the guys that are single and that are out here in the game and on dating apps and whatnot, they're saying, man, I'm glad I'm not married. Or some of them are saying, hey, I want to be married. So, really, which is better? Let me know down in the comments below. Let me give you my perspective. So, here's how I see it. First of all, for the guy that's married, and now after a man who was married for nearly 3 decades, and now I'm out here in the game, and many of you seeing that women file for 70% of the divorces, you think you won't be out here in the game, but wait and see. But what's really funny to me is that the guys that are saying, I'm so glad I'm not out here in the game, I'd rather be married. A lot of men who say that, though, do they wives really appreciate them? What kind of marriage do they have? I think it's a lot more nuanced than what they are necessarily letting on. I think a lot of men, certainly not all, but a lot of men who say, well, I'm glad I'm not out there. The reason why they're saying that is because they don't want to be out here to compete. They don't want to have to go start and hit the gym. They don't want to have to get their money right. They don't want to have to do anything. Right now, they just chilling in their marriage, just doing their thing, sitting back, and they just kind of like, you know what, I'm good. Basically, I'm living that Al Bundy lifestyle, and I don't have nothing to worry about. But the question I have, number one, is, are you happily married? And number two, let me talk to your wife. Because are you the same man that you would have been if you were out here in the game? So what I mean by that is, if you aren't showing up with your wife, just as if you were out here in these streets, meaning that you got your dress game right, you're making sure you're taking care of your money, you're making sure you're taking care of your body. Well, number one, you may be out here in the game again a lot sooner than you expect. But number two, are you getting the cooperation from your wife that you would expect from these women out here? I suspect that a lot of men aren't. That's why many times when they say this statement that I'm glad I'm not out here in the game, it's because they've now settled in their relationship for really not being treated with respect, not really being, I'm going to say, adored by their wife, that yet they'll be the quick ones to say how much money they go out here and make. And these kids need to respect me. And, I do this for her and I do that for her. But then as soon as, they talking about the arguments and the fights that they have, then as soon as they hear something or they hear something from their single friends, well, hey, I'm glad I'm not out there. But if you're the single friend, and like I often am now, I'm that single friend, I'm like, I'm glad I'm not married to your wife. Because if I was, I don't think I'd be willing to take that. And that's the key. As a single man, I don't have to take that. So here's a perspective that I give as the single guy now. The good part is, well, I don't have to take disrespect. I don't have to be involved with a woman who really doesn't appreciate me. And when I use the term adoration, that goes both ways. But adoration has to be earned. You want a woman, dudes get mad because they girls see, we see these videos of them going crazy over, some guy at a concert or some celebrity. That's how she should be for you. So husbands, when was the last time your wife got crazy over you when you took your shirt off to get to that time, and you got the Soul Glow music playing in the background, you take your shirt off, is she like, yeah, can we turn the lights out? Or when was the last time you looked at her and was happy to have the lights on? But anyway, the main point is, as a single man, that's now an expectation that I have for any woman that I'm involved with. That's how she has to react, interact with me. And she has to bring that out of me as well, meaning that she has to go ahead and be someone that I also feel that way about. Because if there is nothing for me to look forward to, if I don't leave that woman's presence being like, wow, that was good. That was good. We chopped it up about this. We chopped it up about that. That was such a great interaction. I really see how this woman is a plus to what I kind of got going on. She's on my program. The difference for you, sir, is that you married guys, you don't have to have a woman on your program. And a lot of you married men don't have a program to begin with. So for single guys, while you married men may look at us and say, I'm glad I'm not out there, just do realize some of the advantages that we do have. And sure, you can say we have some disadvantages. I mean, we ain't got some nice hips and and that booty go ahead and nuzzled up against us every night, my question is, do you? Or are you trying to feel on that between doggone flannel pajamas this thick and maybe a bonnet on, or maybe who knows what else on? And maybe the advantage is, well, maybe that's not the case. Maybe y'all can sleep nude and do y'all thing. And that's an advantage you may have over the single guy. Yeah, you don't have to go through the confusion of reading dating apps and or profiles that say, I don't want a man that does it. I don't want a man. I don't want a man. I don't want a man. And, of course, as a man that's reading that, I'm still wondering, so this is how you sell your product? Good thing I don't sell my product like that, of telling somebody what I don't want. I sell my product by saying, this is what this product will do for you. So in the end, hey guys, maybe you're doing good by not being out here. But don't be so quick to make the assumption that single guys are lonely, they're going to die alone, because really the truth of the matter is we're all probably going to die alone. And that was something that I had to even come and understand myself. And that was hard after investing so much into your wife, into kids, etc. That's hard to come to that realization. You like to think everything is going to last forever. And if it does, I applaud you. But I applaud you even more if it lasts forever and you are a happy man forever and she is a happy woman. Otherwise, you may want to calm it down and bring it down when you say, oh, I'm so glad I'm not out here in the game. Because understand that marriage is the game. And they say this out there in the little manosphere or whatever, that marriage is the game on hard mode. Marriage is a game. It's almost like there's a difference in me going into the gym and I lift and let's just say I'm trying to max out. I'm trying to 1 rep max my squat, deadlift, and bench. I'm trying to work on those things and I miss a lift. I might even get injured. But you know what? I go heal up. I come back in the gym. I miss it. I may try again. But you are failing inside of a competition. Your failings come when a whole lot is on the line. So it's hard for you to adapt. It's hard for you to adjust. And hey, if you are living up to that and if you are enjoying that, then again, I applaud you. But sometimes I like the fact that I can go practice in the gym because that makes me a whole lot stronger when it is competition time. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Is it better to be married than out here in the game? Single guys, what do you think, prospectors? Let me know below, and I'll holler at y'all next time.